Hello, Mr. BNSF Train here, and today I'm going to be taking a look at Trackmaster Kevin, as he was originally released by Hit Toy Company in 2009. This is probably one of the rarest versions of what would become a pretty common character. Back in 2009, this was the final year for Hit Toy Company, and Kevin was a road vehicle, but when Mattel took over Trackmaster, they did not continue the road range, which is kind of good on their part, because the road range was always kind of hard to come by, especially with road sections. And Trackmaster Kevin came with 3 Trackmaster half road sections, but the only road I have is Tommy, so I ended up getting rid of those Trackmaster straights. And you notice that Kevin actually comes with 2 trailers, actually utilize special couplings, but these trailers are basically the same as the one that came with Rocky, which I don't have with me. And this parts load is magnetic, and Kevin can lift them out. And this part slides in and out to adjust to carry the cargo. It could be possible to swap the couplers out of these for standard Trackmaster couplers, so you could potentially make Kevin pull any piece of rolling stock or turn these into regular freight cars, but I just left them as normal freight cars for now.
I don't know if you can see this, but these flat cars are dated 2006, confirming that they are recycled from the one used with Rocky.
Taking a look at Kevin himself, it's not that accurate. You can kind of barely see the cab, and it's pretty big, but his arm clicks up and down. He'll have some Steamworks sticker on him. It's a shame you kind of see the cab, but it hasn't been painted black. But probably, well, compared with the Take and Play Kevin at the same time, he's much more accurate, but lacks the magnet. Yeah, and this is probably one of the most accurate forms of Kevin that Mattel made, or really any company made of him. But the problem with Take and Play Kevin is that his arm doesn't really like to stay up. But this video isn't about Take and Play Kevin, it's about Trackmaster Kevin.
Kevin runs on a AAA battery similar to most Trackmaster road vehicles.
And when Kevin was originally sold, he was sandwiched between his 2 flatbeds, just so his arm would fit in the box. Yeah, but it's a shame he never got, released in, a version with just him and 1 trailer alongside, what would be an engine and a freight car in that range. And if you put the road right next to the track, you have to put really close next to the track in order to grab the cargo. Yeah. And let's see if Kevin can drive around while carrying his load. The switch is on the bottom and he runs on a single AAA. Oops, okay. He's gonna put the road a little bit too close. As you can see, you don't really want to drive Kevin around while dangling a load in the air. As I said earlier, Kevin does run on a AAA battery. I always find it odd that the road vehicles run on AAA, but none of the engines really did until Trackmaster 2. But anyways, let's get rolling. Yeah, his trailers kind of smack the corners as they go around them. Since Kevin's wagons are basically modified freight cars, can he work on the road? I mean the Tommy track? I mean, one of his wheels can't fit, so... Set him up right. Yeah, you can actually travel across Tommy track. I only gave this loop one switch, so... Yeah, he goes over that no trouble. So potentially, you could run Kevin on the track. He does get a bit stuck in a few places, but you could still basically run him around the track. I also set up a loop at Trackmaster track to test Kevin on, since he is a Trackmaster vehicle. He doesn't really like to go around Trackmaster track as well as he does Tommy track. Maybe it's because these middle rail things are higher. Just for fun, I'm gonna give Kevin a try on Trackmaster 2 track. Last year, Mattel made a Trackmaster 2 Kevin for railroad track, which came in a Hyperglow version, of one with the pack with Thomas and Gina, and now one with just him and a red truck. Seems like also in the Digs and Discoveries pack, he also came with a red truck. And it's also kind of ironic because his original Hit Toy Trackmaster version came with red trucks. Seems to maneuver him quite well. Spoke too soon. And I also did some testing before this video on this larger outer loop of Tommy track, and he ran on it without any real difficulties, but it does slow down in the stop and go sections. And that basically does it for this video of Hit Toy Trackmaster Kevin. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more stuff like this.